Welcome back to Gage Boys Garage. Today we're going to go over the full hydro kit that we built for the JKU.
Yeah, so this is a home-built hydro. Well, come on down, we'll show you what we got. I've got a 10-inch trail gear double-ended ram with the trail gear clevis. These are really nice to connect up your stuff. They're made to fit on the ram perfectly. Next up, we've got the TMR mount. This thing is a beast. I'm pretty sure you could lift the Jeep off the ground with a crane just off this mount itself. Up in the top, we've got a 160 milliliter orbital. This is running an eBay power steering pump right now. We modded that pump to give it a little more pressure and a little more flow. There's a quick video on that on our channel. If you got any questions, we'll happily tell you what we did with it. Happy to report it's been working fantastic. This thing's been to Windrock and done a bunch of other driving using that stock JK pump that I got on eBay for like 60 bucks. I did put the PSC Motorsports column adapter in here. I'm still running my factory column, and that column adapter is just a really nice way to go from your factory JK column directly to the orbital valve. No problems, no sweat, just no cutting anything, just slide it on, bolt it up, and you're done. I ended up wanting a really nice mount here, so I bought a Hepta manufacturing orbital mount. It bolts in exactly where your stock steering box was. There's no welding, no cutting, no fabbing brackets. The thing is amazing, probably my favorite thing on this whole build. And then the last piece of this is to convert your power steering pump to run hydraulic lines to go to this orbital. You need to buy a power steering pump fitting. I got this from PSC Motorsports again. It's classified as a JIC or an AN, and I think Zephyrus, you're going to talk a little bit about JIC and AN stuff.
When you're looking, there's a lot of discrepancy about AN and JIC being different, and I actually went and looked up the thread spec difference on the chart, and one is 2A and one is 3A or 3B. That's just inside outside, and they're within like 0.5. They're almost the exact same thread tolerance, and in a modern machine shop it's not going to matter. They're the same. They have the same relief angle, seal angle, and everything. So you can interchange your AAN and JIC depending on what you can find, because sometimes you can't find the fitting you need labeled JN/JIC.
Yeah, and I think like AN8 is cross-referenced perfectly to a 3/4 16 thread. So I think, you just have to know what the AN numbers are and how they correspond to the actual measurement.
Exactly.
Okay, so this whole setup for the hydro was about $1,600. We're sharing the Google spreadsheet in the description of this video with all the part numbers and where I bought everything. The reason I went this route is I wanted basically the highest quality, the easiest to install, the least amount of cutting and welding on my frame and on my steering components, and I saved $1,000 from what I would consider most of the modern kits that are out there. I'm very happy with this. It does everything I want. You can steer this thing with your pinky on 43s when you're not moving. It doesn't matter what's going on, the steering is great. Drivability is really good. Of course, full hydro is not the same as a gearbox, so it is twitchier than what you would have if you have a gearbox, a Saginaw gear up here. But totally streetable. I drive this thing all the time. I mean, obviously I don't drive it to work every day or anything like that, but I do take it to the store and whatnot, and it's totally fine. So definitely amazing in the trail and still very streetable. Okay, we get into a lot of arguments online about full hydro and how you should never drive it on the street, because if you blow a power steering belt, you're gonna die because you can't steer. That is totally false, 100%. And I'm gonna prove it right now. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drive past the cameraman, and I'm gonna shut this thing off, and I'm gonna steer this wheel back and forth and prove to you guys once and for all that this can be done.
So you're going to show us on 43s how easy it is to turn. Pretty incredible. Pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. All right, now for the test.
Okay, so we're going about 50 miles an hour in the JK on 43's full hydro. Pretty drivable.